Hi everyone, welcome back to my series 100 Spotify OCs, where I make a character for every song on my Spotify Wrapped 2025. Today's episode is The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Actually,
Camille, Saint-Saëns.
Today's song is The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns. It's a classical piece from a series based on animals. It's called The Carnival of the Animals, and this one is The Swan, based on a swan. Thankfully, this one is in the public domain, so I can just play it throughout the episode and maybe a few others from that series. You have probably heard them and not necessarily realized what they were. The Aquarium one gets used a lot in any sort of whimsical stock music setting over B-roll footage in like a cake competition on the Food Network, or Rachel Maxey uses it a lot when she's doing her like finished product photo shoots for her costumes. So a couple of those might make an appearance in this video, but we will definitely hear the Swan together because I'm really happy to be able to just share it with you with no copyright restrictions this time around. To get into character design, I have a harp player. She is swan-like in her features physically. She's got this long dress with big sleeves, so it's kind of like wings, and she's going to have kind of a more pointed nose. And then she has wings on the back of her chair and wings on the top of her harp and like a little beak coming out at the bottom. So she's got a lot of swan visual influences. Another big source of inspiration was Greek pottery, where you have the people viewed in profile and they're done in gold relief over a black background, so vases and urns that you might have seen. I love the rich and classical feel of those pots, the way that I love the rich and classical feel of the music. So that's less of a quantifiable link between the two, but I'm still really excited about this direction for the inspiration. So this woman here is based on this one and this one. We have like a wedding scene and a harp player, which is a harper, not a harpist, I learned recently. So we'll draw her today. I think she would do great in digital, maybe a lineless sort of style. So we will see how that goes. Oh. Okay. The head. Oh, this is really silly. The head should be like here. Yay, everybody. Thank the Lord for digital art, because that would have been so upsetting if I had drawn it that way again physically, because I did draw that way on the inspiration sketch, and I'm really happy with how it came out, but there's been something kind of nagging at me this whole time, like something's a little wrong. I don't know, it's just the sketch, so it doesn't matter that much, but yeah, I'm really happy that I looked at that. All right, hang on. Okay, so there's kind of an overall, that's a really goofy way to draw a chest. Sorry, everybody in the world with a chest. That's a little better. And then I feel like the, I feel like she's still way too far back. If I get rid of the neck, which the neck was too far back. The neck really meets more like that, or like that. Okay, so that's there, and then if I make the back come out further. Connecting a curve is always so difficult. Okay, that looks a little better. There's still something off. I think it's because I'm gonna redline my own work. Okay, so here's the head, here's the neck, right? So then the torso should stick out that far. Chest, waist, then it'll have legs. Okay, so the legs go out too far. This is still a little exaggerated, but I think the silhouette and then the length of the harp, it's going to want like a longer lap, unfortunately. Okay. And then here's the shoulder, arm, hand. That looks okay to me. Head's more like this. So it really should just be the back needs to come out and be visible. Okay, one thing I want to do real quick. Alpha lock all the line art layers and turn them like a golden color. Fill layer, fill layer, fill layer. And then I'm gonna turn the background dark. Ooh, okay, that's cool. This episode's artist inspiration is Al Polston, who is Beer Pup here on YouTube. I started watching her channel last year, and I've really enjoyed the art mediums she explores. She does a lot of multimedia stuff in her sketchbook, she's never really restricted to one concept or to one comfort zone, it seems like. I think part of this is down to the fact that she is a professional artist, so she's just developed a lot more comfort with different techniques and different materials during her career. But I also find it so playful and easygoing the way that she puts things together. It's one of those cases where an artist makes something look effortless when actually years of skill and thought kind of went into it subconsciously. I really enjoy watching her sketch together videos. There's only a couple on her channel, but hopefully she keeps those going this year because I really thought they were great. She's more active on Instagram than she is on YouTube these days, so I will link to both in the description. But that is Al Polston, or Beer Pup, for my artist inspiration. I like that a lot. Okay. So this will be one version of it. I'm probably going to give her real coloring at some point, but for the sake of the video, I decided in the very last moment, because I know I kind of wasn't leading into this for most of the other stuff I talked about, but I thought it would be cool to do the actual golden on black Greek pottery type of deal. I just want to say thank you for watching. I will be back next week with another one of these, and there is a free Patreon that you can join in the description. Kind of a longer term goal with this project is to auction all of the characters off for charity at the very end. So that's why the Patreon is important to me, because it helps me set up polls for who we should donate to and helps me communicate with actual committed members and gives me a better idea of how many people would actually buy a raffle ticket versus how many people are just casually watching and enjoying. Both are great. I'm thankful for both types of person, but I want to know how much good we can do at the end of this project. Anyways, all of that said, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm editing right now, and one of the songs in the Carnival of the Animals is entitled Person with Long Ears, and it's honestly, like, really offensive. Like, he just put a dude with long ears in the middle of the Carnival of the Animals, and he wrote a bad song about him. So I'll play that now.